a lot like Michael Shane is sick of Shane Douglas, you would say.
I had to point out that Simon Diamond was wearing his Simon Diamond gear after he became Pat Kenny, but then we will pivot to the new franchise feud.
All right, now cut in the last bit that I said before and put it now. And now let's in like 2 seconds we'll do some fake laughter because it was so funny. Ready?
Okay.
1.
So the new franchise continues to explode throughout the month. This is kind of an X Division feud as well because there is an empty spot on the Team NWA, which is to be filled. And there's multiple people vying to fill it, and there is
And Shane Douglas wants to be on it.
Yeah, franchise. No, Tracy does. She is NWA through and through.
Yeah, the pie in the sky.
Abandoning her Canadian roots.
I forgot that. I mean, why would I even remember, to be honest?
So there was a match to fill that in which Michael Shane faced Christopher Daniels. The franchise does a promo. He's like, we're going to win the tag titles. We're going to take over the tag division. And Michael Shane is like, actually, there's this spot and Team NWA available, and I'm in a match for it. And franchise is like, oh.
That's a good franchise impression.
So we do have a match on NWA-TNA pay-per-view number 91, which is the show we did the watch along for, between Christopher Daniels and Michael Shane. The winner gets a spot on Team TNA. It's a rematch from the match where Daniels got the big dent in his head, which turns out he has a dent in his head.
Yeah. I forgot that they kind of didn't do anything with this feud for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because I was like, because obviously the first show is the X Cup show, so there's not much on that, and there's not really anything on the show, the second show of the month. I was like, was there? There was the promo, I guess.
Yeah, it feels like you could have done, like, it was literally the X Cup show. You probably could have done some sort of segment where they're like, hey, we need a new X Cup member.
Yeah, because the promo where Michael Shane was like, I'm going to do this X Division match instead of being in a tag division was the show before. That was the April 14 show.
Interesting, though.
So yes, you do have Chris Daniels and Michael Shane, the match where the last time Daniels was like frighteningly bloody because he was dropped hold into the steps. And they showed in the video package before the match, Daniels having a dent in his head, a literal dent from when Michael Shane dropped hold of him into the steps.
He's a tin man. He was dented.
Very good. Because he's made out of tin. It's going to be my new bit, explaining all of your jokes after you drink them.
That wasn't even really a joke. It's more of a general statement, I guess.
So franchise is on commentary. He's hyping up Michael Shane. Then franchise hits Daniels with a chain, but Shane is like, no, I don't want to win that way. They got into an argument while he's like firing up his super kick. And that distraction allowed Daniels to hit the STO and win. He is the new member of Team NWA.
Woo! The other side of the Triple X reunion.
Yeah, but still, yeah, Team NWA come out, particularly Triple X welcomes him to the team. They're all very happy.
Well, not Key. He's
gone forever. But we'll talk about X Division stuff in a minute. The important part of this is then we get the explosion of the new franchise.
That was an explosion sound.
After the botched interference led to the loss, well, actually, the declined interference, I guess, led to the loss. Shane and franchise got into it. Tracy tried to make peace, but then Shane pushed her over, which I think that's the weirdest choice in this entire thing, that they chose to have Shane be the one to push her over.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I don't really know if maybe it's because the end goal here is that Shane Douglas is the face?
That is the other confusing thing here. There's a period where it's very clear franchise is the heel. Shane slaps franchise pulls out his belt, he starts whipping lane and shots, but then Tracy grabs the belt and starts choking franchise. Then Shane drops franchise with a super kick as Train? That's their shipping name. I'm just going to run with Train as the name for Shane and Tracy. They are now Train. It's canon.
I can't wait until you try and fit Frankie Kazarian's name in there as well.
Crazy Train. Crazy Train. Yeah, it's a play on Crazy Train.
Freight Train.
Yeah, there you go. Many different shipping names. But Tracy and Shane are aligned. Franchise is out. So yeah, the period where he starts whipping him, you're like, franchise is the heel. But then when they beat him up 2-on-1, you're like, is Shane the heel?
Yeah. I think this story was a lot better when I still like it, to be honest. But I was more into the idea of like the young team like, rebelling against Shane Douglas because all of his words have been lies and haven't actually led to anything of note for this guy's career.
If anything, it's taking his career on a downward spiral.
Which is the point that he made.
Yeah. It's everything's been going badly since he aligned with franchise.
But I'm really looking forward to their actual match.
So you'll look forward to that in the months to come. The big Shane Douglas-Michael Shane feud.
For the winner to keep the name.
Shane. Or Train. Because Train works either way, because they're both named Shane.
What would Michael Shane and Shane Douglas's ship name be?
Shane.
The new franchise.
Shane.
You can't... Shane.
No, it's the SH from Shane Douglas and the AIN from Michael Shane.
Oh, see, I didn't understand that bit.
So the only thing we had in the last show of the month is a video package hyping them up. They'll face on the first show of May.
It's actually the SH from Michael Shane, the A from Tracy, and the NE from Shane Douglas.
No, it's actually the SH from Michael Shane, the A from Tracy, and then the N and the E from Franchise, but separated out. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. So that takes us to the...
This has really like deteriorated heavily.
This is what the quality of TNA does to us.
Yeah. We did a really good show last week.
Yeah, this is what we get for doing 2 shows on time.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? We've heard the feedback, guys. I will delay the shows more often.
And this is the last main show people are getting for a month as well, because we were doing a special in 2 weeks.
Ah. What a special it is, huh?